Today we're going to make car magnets with vinyl using the Graphic CE 6060. But if you don't own a Graphic, don't worry, you can also use a Cameo cutter, a Cricut, or you can also use a Titan. Any kind of vinyl cutter will do. This is probably going to be the easiest project that we're going to work on. And not only do we need to make car magnets, we also need to make some yard signs. We are debating whether to outsource the yard signs or to make them ourselves. Okay, these are our designs. The one on the left, obviously the yard signs. And I think making the yard signs is probably going to be a lot simpler, since this part of the yard sign is going to be all black. I mean this part here, and on the car magnets, the coil mark is going to be red color. Okay, before we cut the vinyl, always follow this step. Make sure you align it. We repeat it in every video because we know this is really important. Every vinyl cutter is different, but this is how we align it when using the Graphic. Make sure that the vinyl is straight with the alignments here, and then lock it. We've done it so many times, and most of the time we get it right the first time. Just pay attention to how much the vinyl moves. It moved just a little bit, not too bad, and I'm pretty sure we can work with that. We just gave service to the machine not too long ago. It's been about a week that we replaced the cutting strip as well as the blade, and we may have to readjust the settings. Once we get to weed out the vinyl, we'll find out. And as usual, we added some weeding boxes, make it easier. And the letters, it's best if you weed out from right to left. We have some registration marks, and they should be on the third row. So we've got to be careful once we get to that part. I mentioned earlier that we replaced the cutting strip, and we increased the cut force a little bit, and it's weeding out much better. I think we still got to increase one more of cut down or cut force. These are our registration marks that I was talking about. And the reason we use those is to align our second colors or the next colors, since it's going to be a two-color design. We got done weeding out the vinyl and applying the transfer. Now the next step will be to cut the magnets. Okay, we're gonna do like probably a few, like 12.2. Okay, we had to move it to the front a little bit because of the ruler wasn't completely flat, and I think we got it there. Now I'm gonna cut it across. Okay, we took the measurements. This is where the sticker is gonna go. Now we're gonna use a piece of tape to hold the sticker. Like I mentioned earlier, this is going to be the easiest job. We're gonna do a dry application. You can also do wet application if you want it. Okay, I'm gonna remove the tape and the transfer tape, and we'll get ready our next part of the sticker, the red part. Okay, now we can apply that part of the sticker. Do one side and then you can do the other afterwards. And we'll reuse the tape. The reason we left some room here is because we gotta apply the name here on the corner. That is the reason we saved some room here. Now we gotta get rid of the registration marks. Just use a waiter and lift one side and then peel it off. Just as simple as that. Perfect. Now we gotta apply the name here on this corner. And as you guys can see here, we decided to make the yard signs ourselves since the design was pretty simple and we weren't that busy. So we went ahead and did the project. Besides the computer, here are the main equipment and materials that you will need for this kind of business. We have a vector software. We use CorelDRAW X6, and we have different kinds of vinyl cutters. The one we used for this video in particular was the Graphtec C6060, but again, you can also use a Cameo cutter. We have the Magnum Magnetics 30 millimeters gloss finish. We also have the cutting or the safety ruler to cut the magnets. You will also need a cutting mat. And the yard signs that we use today are the 24 by 18 short flute. The vinyl that we used was the Oracle 651. And the transfer that we used was the Clear Choice AT75, the R-Tape Clear Choice AT75. All right, guys, we came to the end of the video. Thank you so much for your support, and get all your materials in the links in the description to support our channel. And I guess we'll see you until the next video. Have a great day, okay? And start investing your money in your vinyl cutter.